Pokemon Go has just dropped their content update for the month of February, the month of love, and let's get straight into it now, starting off with our Max Mondays. In other words, these are going to be the Pokemon spawning and max battles throughout the month. From February the 2nd until the 9th, we're going to have Dynamax Whalmer. Then from February 9th to the 16th, with this own Max Monday on the 9th, we're going to have the debut of Dynamax Growlithe coming into the game, which of course can go into D-Max Arcanine. This is actually going to be one of our better fire type attackers in the game, but it's also going to be a decent dark type attacker. It does actually get access to the fast move Bite, which will require an elite fast TM, especially if you do get a good one, but that's an interesting pick. Then on February the 16th, we will have a Max Monday for D-Max Machop. D-Max Machop is actually a pretty good fighting type attacker. Of course, your G-Max Machamp is always going to take the cake. And then on the 23rd, we are going to have a Max Monday for Dynamax Chansey, which of course can go into D-Max Blissey. You guys weren't aware, D-Max Blissey is one of the best tanks in the game right now and probably will be for the foreseeable future. But more importantly, it does get access to the fast move of Pound, which is actually a half a second normal move. But the reason why this is great is that it charges the Dynamax meter a lot quicker for us, especially when we're about to enter that D-Max phase of attacking. It seems like every month or so they drop another Chansey in for a Max Monday, and they're doing this on purpose, guys, because they know that it's such a good tanking Pokemon. So please remember to try and do these. Then let's move on to our spotlight hours. Every single Tuesday of the month from 6 to 7 p.m. local time, a certain Pokemon will be in the spotlight. So on the 3rd of February, Whismur is going to be in the spotlight hour, and the bonus there is going to be 2x Catch Candy. On February the 10th, it's going to be Munna with 2x Catch XP. On February 17th, it's going to be Horsey with 2x Transfer Candy. And on February 24th, it's going to be Totodile with 2x Catch Stardust. The only two I'm going to highlight here very quickly is actually going to be that Whismur. Remember, Whisper in that spotlight hour is going to be 2x Catch Candy. Unfortunately, there is not an evolution XP hour this month, but there probably will be for the month of March. Remember, Whismur only requires 12 candy to evolve. So if you try and hoard a lot of candy as well as a lot of these Pokemon, maybe throw them in a tag folder or an evolution folder, you can evolve them in the 2x evolution hour the next month to get a whole lot of XP. The other one I'm going to highlight here is going to be the last one of the month, which is going to be Totodile. It's nice to see another starter coming back for a spotlight hour, but if you didn't know, Feraligatr is a very relevant Pokemon in Pokemon Go right now. It's pretty good in the Go Battle League, and it's a pretty good raid attacker too on the water side of things, so definitely worth going after. Then let's talk about raids. In 5-star raids from the 4th until the 16th, Landorus and Incarnate Form will be coming back into rotation. Remember that shiny rate is going to be 1 in 20 coming from these raids. Landorus Incarnate is a decent ground type attacker, but of course the Therian forms of these Pokemon are going to be better. From the 16th until the 21st, it's going to be Solgaleo. It's currently around the 30th best Pokemon in the Master League. It's a pretty good pick, and even as a raid attacking Pokemon, it is solid. And then Lunala will be coming back into rotation from the 21st until the 4th. Lunala is currently ranked 9th in the Master League with XL Candy, so it's a brilliant Go Battle League Pokemon, and even as a ghost type attacker, it's a very good Pokemon as well. But of course, these Pokemon can also fuse with Necrozma, but remember, you need to have Necrozma's top stats, because when it does fuse into Duskmane or into Dawn Wings Necrozma, it will take on the Necrozma stats. Just bear in mind, there will be no fusion energy coming from these Lunala or Solgaleo raids. Then let's move on to our Mega raids now. From the 4th of Feb all the way until the 16th, Mega Pidgeot will be coming back into rotation. Mega Pidgeot shares a flying and normal type, which is a great Pokemon to try and get at Mega level 3, so you can gather the candy as well as XL Candy. It's a decent flying type attacker, but there are going to be better out there, such as Mega Rayquaza. From February 16th to the 21st, Mega Sableye will be returning. Another great Pokemon to get to Mega level 3 because it does share that dark and fairy typing. Not a very good raid attacking Pokemon, but it's great to have it at level 3, so you can gather that dark and fairy candy as well as XL Candy. And then from the 21st until the 4th of March, we're going to have Mega Absol coming back into rotation. Mega Absol is actually one of the cheapest Pokemon to Mega Evolve, especially when you first Mega Evolve it. And with Brutal Swing, which will require an elite charge TM, it's actually one of the best dark type attackers in the entire game right now. It's a very glassy Pokemon, but nonetheless good to have on your team. And if you didn't know, Mega Absol Z will be coming into the game at some point because it has been released in the Legends ZA game. Moving on to Shadow Raids, we have a new 5-star Shadow Raid boss, which again is going to be the return of Shadow Regigigas, which is going to be going all the way until the 4th, which is actually going to be the end of the Precious Pile season. Shadow Regigigas, if you have a look at its base stats, is actually incredibly strong. It has a max CP of 4913, an attack of 287, which is very strong, a defense of 210, and a stamina of 221. The stats on this Pokemon are absolutely insane. However, if you guys didn't know, Shadow Regigigas is a normal type Pokemon, which means it just doesn't serve us well as a raid attacker because it only does normal type damage, which means it cannot do super effective damage. The DPS on this Pokemon is absolutely incredible. It boasts an incredibly strong attack value. The DPS translates incredibly well, so you could actually use this Pokemon as an all-rounder in any type of raid, to be honest, because it is going to be doing a certain amount of damage depending on how much you've leveled up the Pokemon. Those are some of the finer details, but what are the main events that are going to be going down in the month of February? And it kicks off with a very fast start. On the 1st, we have Vulpix and Alolan Vulpix Calm Day, which will be featuring a 3x catch XP bonus, which is huge. Remember to throw in your lucky eggs. Every single excellent throw you hit there is going to grant you about 6 to 7,000 XP with your Mega Pokemon in the background as well with your first throw bonus. Then the next event is going to be on Tuesday, the 3rd of February, which is going to be the introduction of the Carnival of Flamigo, which of course brings about the debut of Flamigo, the flying and fighting type Pokemon. The event bonuses here is that it's going to be 2x incense duration, 2x daily adventure sense duration. Every single Flamigo we catch, we're going to get an additional 500 Stardust, which I think is very sick, and we get increased chance to encounter Shiny Lotad, Shiny Spritzee, as well as Shiny Pikipek. Flamigo looks like it'll be a pretty solid release that has a max CP of 3117, an attack of 227, a defense of 145, and a stamina of 193. So I think this Pokemon could be a very budget raid attacker, but I think in the Go Battle League is where this Pokemon is going to shine best. Next up, on the 7th, we have our new Catch Mastery event, which is going to be featuring all different styles of Oricorio. We have the Bale style Oricorio, which is going to be appearing in Europe, Middle East, and Africa. We have the Pom Pom style Oricorio appearing in the Americas, the Pau style Oricorio appearing in the African, Asian, Pacific, and Caribbean islands, and the Sensu style appearing in the Asia Pacific regions. The bonuses here is that it's going to be another 2x catch XP with nice throws or better, and we can also get increased candy for successfully catching Pokemon with nice throws or better. Depending on where you are in the world, your Catch Mastery will be featuring that specific Oricorio, and it will be a boosted shiny rate as well. Our next event from the 10th to the 15th of February is going to be the Valentine's event for 2026. Buddy Pokemon will be featured there to try and get extra hearts to get yourself towards best buddies, but I can also confirm the leaks have come out that Therian form Enamorus will be released in Pokemon Go for the very first time on its own raid day, which will be taking place on Valentine's Day, which will be on the 14th. That's going to be a 2 to 5 p.m. time frame. Funny enough, if you weren't aware, this is the only Therian form that's actually not better than the Incarnate form. Incarnate form Enamorus has a better attack stat, therefore it's definitely going to be your better attacker, but I think the Therian form could feature much better in the Go Battle League. Then on the last day of that event, which I believe will be the Sunday, on the 15th, we will have our next G-Max Pokemon release, which is going to be the release of Gigantamax Meowth. Up next, we have the Lunar Year event, which is going to be taking place from the 17th all the way until the 21st. Usually the bonuses of this event is that it's going to be increased chance to get lucky Pokemon in trades, including an increased chance to become lucky friends, which is very cool. Last year for this event, that actually did something very cool where every single day there was a bonus timed research where we could acquire Poke Coins after completing certain tasks. Let's hope they bring that back this year. Then from the 21st or 22nd, the Road to Kalos tour, I'm sure, will go live. And of course, that is going to segue into our main event of the month, which of course is going to be that Kalos tour event. On the 28th of February, going into the 1st of March, the Kalos tour will go live for the global event. Mega Victory Bell and Mega Malamar will be making their Pokemon Go debuts. Mega Victory Bell will be on the Saturday, Mega Malamar will be on the Sunday. Shiny Diancie will make its Pokemon Go debut. There will be costume Pikachus that will be featuring Callum's hat or Serena's hat. We have more shiny debuts of Shiny Honedge, Shiny Howlucha, as well as Shiny Klefki. There will be different spawn rotations happening in 3 different habitats, which is going to be the Central Village habitat, the Mountain Manor habitat, as well as the Coastal Laboratory habitat. And it looks like on the Saturday, certain Mega Pokemon will be available. Mega Charizard X and Y, Mega Pidgeot, Mega Garchomp, Mega Gardevoir, and Mega Gallade as a pair, Mega Kangaskhan, Mega Venusaur, Mega Blastoise, Mega Lucario, and Mega Latias. And on the Sunday, it looks like Mega Sceptile and Mega Blaziken will be featured, Mega Scizor, Mega Tyranitar, Mega Absol, Mega Heracross, Mega Metagross, Mega Salamence, as well as Mega Latios. There also will be featured 2-kilometer eggs, which is going to be featuring Larvitar, Bagon, Beldum, and Gibble. And 5-kilometer eggs, we can see all the different colored flowers of Flabebe. And in 10-kilometer eggs, we can see Kangaskhan, Heracross, Howlucha, and Klefki. Looks like the main bonuses of this event is that we will get a CP boost on Mega Pokemon during this event. It's going to be half egg hatch distance. We can get up to 6 special trades per day, and it's going to be half the cost for trades as well. There are more details to that Kalos tour, but to be honest, we're going to leave it in a much bigger and separate video so you can really understand everything you really need to know about that event, and we don't leave a stone unturned. Guys, if you want to see the first 2 breakdowns of the first events happening during the month of February, which is going to be that Vulpix Calm Day, as well as a full breakdown of Ho-Oh this weekend, we will leave it as our end screen, and as time goes on, we will change these out for the following events that will be current at that time. Love you guys so much. Go with us. Remember to smash like and please hype this video as much as you possibly can. Your support means the honest world to us, and we can see the channel growing, especially in the last 2 months. Things are really ramping up, and that's only because of your support. Love you guys. Go with us, and we'll catch you in the next one, baby. Enjoy February, the month of love. Shh.